Robert Johnson was born with his sight problem. At night he can hardly see at all. Each day he commutes by tube to and from work.
I can't see anything at all except for the light at the end, not what the light's shining on. I can see the light and I navigate aiming for that light or aiming just to the left of it or just to the right of it. People either get out of my way or I walk into them or the cane hits them.
Robert's hoping that might change. He's the first person in the world to take part in a pioneering operation. Doctors at Moorfield Hospital plan to insert genes into one of his eyes. They hope that this might improve his sight.
I'm Suzanne Powering, I'm your anaesthetist.
The test's now over. It's the day of the operation.
It's very difficult to say how I'm feeling. I keep ranging between extreme nervousness and a bit of excitement.
Robert's not the only one that's nervous. Professor Robin Alley is head of the research team.
I can't help feeling somewhat apprehensive because there's so much riding on it, and we've all been waiting for a very long time.
The team has waited 15 years for this day. It's worked in the lab, it's worked on animals. Now will it work on Robert?
We intend to find out during this. It's an experimental procedure, and we don't know for sure how somebody like Robert's retina is likely to behave in this situation.
In a few moments' time, James Bainbridge will be injecting the genes, shown in green, into the back of Robert's eye. It'll go underneath the retina, which contain the cells that normally detect light. In Robert's case, these cells, shown in grey, don't work, preventing him from seeing properly. It's hoped that the replacement genes will heal the dying cells, enabling the retina to detect light and eventually improve Robert's sight.
Tim's just preparing the eye. He's measuring the points which is actually going to go into the eye.
Robert is now undergoing this historic operation. The surgeons here are about to inject the gene that they hope will help his sight. There's a lot of excitement and some tension here, because if it works, it'll be a world first. The retina is incredibly delicate. One small slip and it could tear. The operation would have failed. And now the crucial moment. So how's it gone?
Extremely well. We couldn't have asked for better results. And to be honest with you, if I'd sat before the operation and drawn out what the perfect result would have been on a piece of paper, the retina would look pretty much like it does now. It's very good. It's gone very well.
It'll be some months before the doctors will know whether the operation's worked. If it has, it's hoped that this new gene therapy could be used to treat a wide range of inherited sight disorders. This may well turn out to be an historic day, but for Robert and his mum, it's been an exhausting one. Anand Ghosh, BBC News, Moorfields Eye Hospital in London.
Well, Professor Robin Alley, who's leading the clinical trial and who you saw there in Palab's report, is here with us. The big question, though, has it worked?
Well, it's far too early to tell that. It takes a while for the genes to actually function, and over the next few months we'll start to get an indication of the outcome and whether there's been an improvement in vision.
But you have tested it on dogs before, haven't you?
Certainly, we've tested it in both mice and dogs that have the same genetic defect, and we've shown in preclinical studies that we're able to improve vision in both mice and dogs.
The implications of this, I mean, if it works, are enormous, aren't they? You could help an awful lot of people.
Well, I think if we're successful, it paves the way for establishing this type of technology for all kinds of inherited retinal degenerations, but not only these relatively rare disorders, but also more common forms of eye disease, such as age-related macular degeneration. So that's why we're so excited to move the technology from the laboratory into a clinical setting.
Well, we'll have to see the results. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.